There's young Jase Richardson, first career start. The Ducks, their first trip ever to the Breslin Center, and the first Big Ten meeting between Oregon and Michigan State. And off we go to get it started here on Fox.
Folks, Michigan State's going to see a ton of pick and rolls. Their pick and roll defense is going to have to be on point this afternoon.
Oregon, despite the 4 losses, this is a team that's still 16-7. And Dane Altman has a lot of belief in this club. Here's Shellstad, he's the floor general. And a good start, he buries a triple.
That's a big shot for Shellstad. 20 points a game in their 5 Big Ten wins, only 12 in their losses. He has to have a big day to steal one against Michigan State on the road. And folks, we talk about the pick and roll action of Oregon. They run 8,000 of them. And if you gotta know that if you're not gonna chase him over, you've gotta meet him underneath and run him off of that. That was a mistake defensively by Michigan State.
So a good start for Oregon. And then the turnover by the Spartans. Here's a wide open look for Biddle, and look at that. The 2 top scorers for the Ducks, Shellstad and Biddle, involved early.
Pick and roll, pick and pop. No one better than Nate Biddle. He can really stick it from 3.
You mentioned the 3-point shooting for Shellstad, not as good in Big Ten games. That's been a story for Oregon as a team, but obviously a wonderful start here. And then Biddle with the 100th rejection of his career.
The coaches got on him about blocking shots, had 3 in his last game.
The first shot to miss there off the mark from Keyshawn Bartholomew. Michigan State, back-to-back losses on that West Coast trip to USC and UCLA, but now a chance to bounce back today.
Yeah, Michigan State's going to see a bit of man-to-man, some zone versus this Oregon team. It's going to be important that they recognize it right away. And folks, this is the Nate Biddle that we've been talking about. His ability to be able to stretch the defense, only 31% from 3 on the year, but 39% in Big Ten play. And this is what they want from him in the absence of N'Faly Dante, a rim protector, and he did it there.
Offensive rebound, stick back for Jaxon Kholer and the Spartans on the board.
One of the elite offensive rebounding teams in the country.
That'll be something to watch today, right?
Yes.
Because at times, Oregon hasn't been the most effective rebounding team in the conference. Biddle, hook shot, no.
Transition defense is going to be important for Oregon because Michigan State loves to push it on misses and makes.
Getting ahead of there, TJ Bamba takes it away.
Got numbers.
Yeah, 4-on-1. It'll be Shellstad, the recipient.
This Oregon Ducks team has come out inspired on the defensive end this afternoon.
Well, and Tom Izzo can't be happy with a couple of early turnovers because he said that was our Achilles heel at UCLA.
Yeah, 15 turnovers per game on that LA trip.
That is something normally that Tom Izzo's crew is so good at through the years. There's a bump, and Jase Richardson will get to the line.
This is what I love to see from Oregon, the ability to be able to create offense off of their defense. TJ Bamba, quick hands, able to get it to a streaking Shellstad. The Oregon Ducks are off to a tremendous start, but for them, it starts on the defensive end, and they are locked in right now.
Jase Richardson mentioned he gets his first career start here in the absence of Jeremy Fears. If you weren't with us a few minutes ago, we announced that Fears, the starting point guard, is out today because he's battling a stomach bug, something that's been going through the Michigan State locker room. And he's a guy that averages over 6 assists a game, so that's a big miss today for the Spartans. Yeah,
and yet Jase Richardson, he's their spark off the bench with his scoring ability. A terrific playmaker, lefty, the son of Michigan State great Jase Richardson. This kid can flat out score.
Jase Richardson and that 2000 title team, they are in the building here today. They're going to be honored a little bit later.
Thought Bamba had Biddle in the post, should have got it to him right away.
Shellstad, Bartholomew. Biddle in the corner, too much.
It's a really good late challenge by Carson Cooper, 15 and white.
Great pass, and to the rim goes Cooper, and he is hacked. And the Spartans back to the line.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
And how about this, Fonz? Michigan State 5 turnovers. Oregon State has turned that into 12 points.
Wow.
That's the reason that they're up 3 right now.
Half of their points off turnovers.
Cooper needs a friend. Hands to Holloman. Back to Cooper, and Bamba tried to strip it, but he picked up his first personal. They upgraded this last foul on Bamba to a flagrant 1.
Again, the difference between a common foul and that one, if they deem it to be excessive as that one was, it gets upgraded to a flagrant 1. That's a good call by the officials. This game had gotten a little chippy on both sides anyway, and I love it when the officials take over control of this game on a play that really merited it.
And you see Cooper at the line. He's got the cotton gauze in his nose from a nosebleed after getting bumped in the face.
Yeah, he's trying to keep the blood. You can kind of taste it coming. You try to keep it from running down your shirt.
The pace of this game, though, has really slowed. The first 5 minutes were pretty quick up and down. That's how the Spartans won it.
Yes.
But I think maybe the pace as of late, Fonz, favors the Ducks.
It does, and I think without Jeremy Fears from Michigan in the lineup, pushing that basketball every time on misses and makes, you don't have that guy, and I think it impacts your transition game, and I think we've seen that with Michigan State. But I also have to give the Oregon Ducks credit, too. Their transition defense has been so much better.
Akins in the lane. Battle for the board. Pinballs around, and they will say it belongs to Oregon. Yeah, we talked about it in the open, but that's their leading scorer on the season, over 13.5 points a game.
Nice play.
Up top, and there's Biddle. And a good feed from Bamba, so Oregon settling into a groove here at East Lansing.
Ball screen to a back screen. That was beautiful offense.
No whistle. Play on, and here comes Barthelemy. Folks, this is a hungry Oregon Ducks team. First 4-game losing skid in 11 years. And they're trying to stop it today.
He can make that.
He can, he will, and Oregon has their largest lead, up 7.
Pick and pop, pick and roll to a back screen for a lob, then pick and pop for a Biddle 3. We talked about how effective they are in that 2-man game with him and Shellstad in the open.
There's a bump and a foul inside. If that's against Bamba, it's his second, and it is.
The coaching staff really jumped him after the Nebraska game. Back-to-back games against UCLA and Nebraska, no block shots. In fact, over 25 points at the rim in that game. He responded the next game against Michigan with 3, and he's been aggressive here on the offensive end early.
That stops the run as Cooper's able to convert at the line. And I mentioned it, but keep in mind, Bamba goes to the bench for Oregon here with 2 fouls.
Takes away a guy who had been displaying himself as a physical driver, able to get in the lane.
Deep 3. Shellstad. How about that friendly roll on the road?
Trey Holloman went underneath that screen, got hung up, and that's what created the airspace for Shellstad to knock that one down.
Well, Shellstad and Biddle, those are the 2 leading scorers for the Ducks on the season, and they have been the 2 that have led the way today. Holloman, stop and pop.
That's big for Holloman. Hadn't shot the basketball to his capability on the year. Only 33% from 3, but 36 in league play.
And then he gets the steal. Fiddler rejected. What a block by Evans.
Tommy Evans has given Oregon a tremendous lift here in the first half off the bench.
Holloman this time inside the arc, off the heel. And Evans with a rebound. You're right, this is maybe as good as Kwame Evans has looked this year.
Rebounding, blocking shots, running the floor. That's what you should do when your number's called.
Rebound to Zapawa. Here comes Holloman. Off to Akins. He's yet to score. He'll try to do it at the line. 6 points, 6 rebounds for Evans, already above his season average, both categories. And a tough start to this one for Akins. He is still scoreless here.
He's got to get a little arc on that ball, Brandon. That ball was flat.
This will be interesting to see how Dana Altman navigates this, LaFonso, because now you got Biddle and Bamba with 2, and you still have 5:36 to go in the half.
Now, he has the luxury of Supreme Cook now. He can play a little bit more inside out. And Supreme Cook is an excellent offensive rebounder, one of the best in the Big East last year for Georgetown.
Tracy,
Nice.
little long. Two guys fighting for the rebound. I think they might call it travel, yes. You can't have two on the same team holding onto the ball for that long. And Dana Altman used that word after their loss Wednesday at Michigan, said, look, we lost, but we made a step forward today. He got the effort, the toughness he wanted from his team. And he's getting that again today. And there's Brandon Angel for a pair.
The Stanford transfer, one of the best shooters in the Pac-12 last year.
Akins wild at the rim.
Akins is out of rhythm offensively.
Only taken 2 shots. He's missed both. Uncharacteristic.
Yeah, Cook had deep post position. He should have gotten that basketball, number 7 in black.
Shellstad, top of the arc. Long rebound to Carr.
Partner, Michigan State's got to speed this game up. This game right now is being played at an Oregon Duck pace.
Well, you can tell they miss Jeremy Fears Jr., their freshman point guard. 18 feet, maybe that will get Jaden Akins going.
Oftentimes when they score, can see the basketball go to the hoop, usually with a layup or a foul shot, they can get them going. Let's see if that's going to be the case for number 3 in white. Cook can drive him.
He's got that big body. Kick it out. Angel, yes. And Brandon Angel knocking down the triple. Oregon is 7 of 14 from deep, and at times three-point shooting has been a bit of an Achilles heel.
Need it.
Didn't get it though. Akins a little long, and Cook with a rebound.
Oregon going in and out of man and zone, and because their zone kind of looks like their man, has completely jacked up the offensive attack in the half court for Michigan State.
Shellstad steps back, looking for a double-digit lead, and they've got it up 10. And Tom Izzo takes a timeout. And Shellstad has 16 for the Ducks. He had a game-high 18 against Michigan earlier this week, and already 16 here today.
Here's that zone look again, partner.
And how about Shellstad again? My, oh my, count it and the foul. Only the second time this year Michigan State has given up 40 points in the first half. Ducks offense has been efficient. Richardson, and he gets bumped. Jase Richardson had the 10 early points. He's been quiet since. And he misses there at the line.
He's a pretty scrappy defender and can play make as well. First team All-MAC last year and made the All-Defensive team as well. So let's see if he can have an impact on this game for Oregon. But Bartholomew will be the main ball handler, number 9 in black.
He's got it now, gives it up to Angel. Stanford transfer, drives, can't get it. Holloman pushes.
Got numbers. Nice.
Finds Kholer, but he can't handle it.
Can't throw it at a 6'10 guy's feet. Not in transition.
Tracy on the run out, knocks down the 3, and that Oregon lead grows to 14. 9 3-pointers in the first half for the Ducks.
For a team that only makes 7 per game on the year.
But they have found their range here at the Breslin Center. Holloman, yes. Boy, Michigan State needed something.
Got to continue to attack that Big Ten area. That's pay dirt right now for Michigan State.
2 minutes to go in the opening half. Oregon trying to stop that 4-game skid.
See Supreme Cook get a touch.
Angel, he just fumbled and out of bounds. And after that bucket, it is now 19 points off of 8 turnovers for Oregon. And that is going to be an offensive foul. An illegal screen out there with those 2 fouls. And what a half he has had with 18 points.
While making driving.
He does. Left hand, and he draws the contact.
And driving him. And getting an opportunity this afternoon.
And he is taking advantage of it. He's got 8 and 6. And the Ducks are in command here.
Ducks back in that zone again. Again, you've got to attack the Big Ten area for Michigan State.
This having trouble penetrating. Holloman tries to get inside from the elbow. And there's Evans again.
Oregon State's defense has just completely befuddled Michigan State on the offensive end.
And they've stymied any fast break chances that the Spartans have tried to get.
It's hard to create offense in transition when you're taking it out of the net.
In and out for Angel, and Fiddler will grab it. Spartans will look for any momentum here to try to take it to the locker room.
And folks, to get it to the Big Ten area, you got to screen it, you got to move it and drive it. Love it.
Fiddler spinning, yes!
This kid can get to the line, averages the 7th most minutes on the team, but 2nd on the team in free throw attempts with 72. This kid can get to the line.
And he converts. Shot clock turned off.
For Michigan State, you got to get a stop here to give yourself some momentum going into halftime. Pick and roll, pick and pop has been really good for Oregon.
And the preseason All Big Ten player, Jackson Kholer, will set the table. Deep three, too much. Out of bounds. Bamba trying to find somebody. Barthelemy, he got it! And Oregon puts up a 50-piece at the Breslin Center in the first half. First time that's happened this year, and the Ducks lead it by 14. Four of those players had 2 fouls in the final 4 minutes. Just really impressive for Oregon. All right, so how does Tom Izzo's team respond here?
Well, they're going to have to lock down on the defensive end. And again, they've got to attack that Big Ten area. Here we go again. Oregon coming out in that 2-3 zone with that zone look. And now all of a sudden, Michigan State looks befuddled, don't know where to go with the basketball. And they've got to attack that Big Ten area and look for opportunities.
They do find Holloman across the way, and he knocks down the 3.
The dribble penetration to the weak side forced the weak side defense to sink all the way in. That skip pass, and Holloman able to knock that one down. That's a good start for Sparty.
Michigan State has not lost in this building all season, 11-0. It's such a tough place to play. And Holloman starting Michigan State off right in the second half. He's going to try to go coast to coast. A foul on the rebound against the Ducks.
Got to continue to attack it that way, whether it be man or against zone, because that's the sweet spot. They were reluctant to do it in the first half, and it slowed down and stymied their entire offensive production.
There's Richardson navigating, leaning, count it, and a foul. Breslin Centers come back to life quickly. And also big on that play, Nate Biddle just picked up his 3rd foul. But Biddle stays in there, and this time he's being fouled by Carson Cooper, and that is the 3rd. So Zapawa replacing Carson Cooper.
Trey Holloman is guarding Bamba, number 5 in black. Bamba's got to look for opportunities to drive him. He's too big and strong for Holloman to guard.
Right now he's in that left corner. Kholer, 5 of the shot clock. Biddle, there is Bamba. Bamba misses the 3, and a rebound to Richardson.
He missed the shot, but that was terrific offense. A little short roll and a perfect read by Nate Biddle.
Right now a 6-0 run to start the second half for Tom Izzo's crew.
We need a Jaden Akins sighting sometime this half, number 3 in white.
How about a Jaxon Kholer sighting? It's an 8-0 run. Kholer way too short.
Yes.
He couldn't have been happy Fonz with the first half. I bet there were some words said in the locker room.
Just a few, particularly on the defensive end, having given up 10 made threes in the Breslin Center, unheard of in the first half.
Yeah, you just don't see that, but so far Oregon yet to score since intermission.
Look, that high-low look from Michigan State on the flash from the bigs is wide open. They've got to deliver that ball to Kholer.
Making a 10-0 run as number 10 Zapawa sticks it home.
Another opportunity where Michigan State attacked that Big Ten area. That's pay dirt for them the rest of the way.
Barthelemy. Tap back. Angel can't get it.
Got to push here.
They do. Holloman looks to create. And now they'll pull it back.
Good transition defense by Oregon.
Richardson had the hot hand early. He drives. No. Zapawa, yes! Brandon Angel leans and draws the foul. He'll try to stop the bleeding at the line.
And offensively doing a masterful job of attacking that Big Ten area. Welcome to the physicality of the Big Ten.
Had he missed that, the entire place would get free chicken nuggets. But since he made it, they will have to wait on the potential chicken nugget delight.
Would we be able to get some too?
No, we're not in on that. I'm sorry, partner, but I'll take you for a meal out.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Well, Oregon at least gets their first point of the second half, but that 14-point lead all the way down to 3 here.
Good flash.
Taken away, TJ Bamba, but right back to Kholer. Eventually, though, Oregon up ahead. Did Holloman knock it out? They'll say yes, it's Oregon ball.
To take away would have been an easy dunk in transition for the Ducks.
Top Izzo. Oh, how about going up top, Supreme Cook, and the foul.
Folks, I watched Supreme Cook, had 6 of his games last year, and this dude is a warrior. Watch this little screen here from the backside, creating the separation, and once you get your body off the offensive player, you just throw it to the front of the rim. What a pass by TJ Bamba, and an even more spectacular finish by Supreme Cook.
Well, Zapawa didn't want to be on that poster, but he's going to be on it. And Cook with a big 3-point play. There's a bump and a foul, 90 feet from the basket on Evans.
They'll have numbers. They've been reluctant to do it. They're just getting it over half court and kind of looking to set it up, and that's playing into the hands of Oregon.
And if you weren't with us in the first half, the point guard for Michigan State, Jeremy Fears, out sick. Three-pointer going for the freshman, Jase Richardson.
Nice screen by Zapawa, number 10 in white.
17 for Richardson.
Got to get back to their pick and roll, pick and pop game. Oregon's been away from it for a while, and Bama's got to attack.
He does. And Holloman picks up the foul. Bodies falling on the deck.
Yeah, Bama's got to drive this matchup.
He does. Then he kicks out. Evans, too much.
It's a good play, though.
Well, those are the types of threes Dane Altman says he likes.
Yes.
Drive in, kick back out.
Step in threes, the easiest threes to make.
Richardson, my goodness, this kid is growing up today.
Continuing to attack, in that case, off the dribble, that Big Ten area of the floor. Wise offense right now for Sparty.
Former top 50 recruit Jase Richardson with his papa watching proudly here today, 19 points. Cook inside, powers his way through the bucket.
That dude is a moose down in the box. Gives them a different look than Nate Biddle. Nate Biddle's more pick and pop, a little bit more finesse and blocking shots at the rim. Number 7, footwork and all power down in the post.
He can get up some weight room buckets like
Yes,
he
sir.
did right there.
He's got great hair, too.
He does. Jealous.
Yes, very much so.
I tell you, this thing is turning into a pretty good game.
Yes, it is.
Oregon looked like they had command. Late shot clock, Holloman fading. That was tough. I don't think it hit the rim. It did not. Good job by the officials. Well, Oregon has scored on the first 10 Michigan State turnovers. They just turned it over an 11th time. And they have a chance to score again as Fiddler gets tabbed with a foul. That now makes it, this is really an unbelievable stat for those who follow college basketball. 11 turnovers for Michigan State, and Oregon has scored off of every single turnover.
24 points off of those turnovers. That is unbelievable. The efficiency is incredible, because oftentimes you just want to be able to score, maybe at the end, make Oregon have to pay for this full court pressure.
The refs being serenaded. Can't do that the week of Valentine's Day.
I guess they feel they can up until.
They can at the Breslin Center.
Yes.
Where Michigan State has not lost this year. Perfect 11-0 in this building.
Nice patience, Richardson.
High arcing, my goodness. Too much, though.
Yeah, I thought he should have driven. Once he got Kwame Evans on the number 10 in black, I thought he should have driven the basketball.
Bamba, you said you like him driving this matchup, but he gives it up. Evans cut off on the baseline.
If they're going to drive it, he's got to have room, though. Not a lot of room on the floor right now.
Here he goes. And it is going to be on Fiddler. The crowd irate. And Tom Izzo irate. He just got teed up. And his face is turning a different shade quickly.
Folks, anytime T.J. Bamba sees Frankie Fiddler, oh, man, I don't think you can call that because, folks, the rule is if you establish legal guarding position, which is 2 feet in front of the ball, you're allowed to slide sideways and opaquely, meaning backwards. And that's Bamba creating that contact. To me, that's a no call.
You have 15,000 that agree with you, including Tom Izzo, who, even though he recently turned 7, he still has plenty of energy over there on the sideline.
Because the rule is as long as the defensive player doesn't go up and into the space of the ball handler, he's entitled to that spot. That's a no call, especially with this lineup right now that Michigan State has on the floor. And keep an eye on that, folks. Sometimes those things can come back and bite you at the end of games. Let's see if it has an impact here.
All right, so that's now an 8-0 run.
There's that full court pressure again.
They get it across, and Holloman will settle them down.
The reaction by the Oregon Ducks to get set has been impressive here this afternoon.
It's been a quiet day for this man, Jaden Akins. Their leading scorer only has 3 points. He doubled it right there.
Well, we said earlier coming into this half that Jaden Akins had to get going, and he's got to do a lot more of that. That's an offensive foul.
It is. Shellstad got that chicken wing or that duck feather out there and giving it back.
Michigan State can get. Michigan State's got a chance to win this game.
Oh! Akins throwing it down, and it's a 4-point game. Bamba hanging, can't get it. Zapala securing the rebound, and here come the Spartans.
Got numbers if you can see it.
Holloman will let it fly. Jason looking on here today. Tom Izzo was a little younger when Dad was here. Three-pointer, no. Flying through Tracy, trying for the rebound. How about this effort from both clubs?
When you hit that slide or you're not getting the minutes that you want, you can't say it's mom and dad's fault. You got to say that's the decision you made, and you deal with it and grow and mature through it. And that's exactly what he's done. He's been so impactful coming off the bench initially and starter today.
What a freshman year he's having.
Yes.
What a day he's having. Biddle strong on the 3, and there's a foul on Angel of Oregon. Well, Tom Izzo said he's maybe the best leaper that I had until Cohen Card. 5.
Yes, I can see that.
But we haven't been able to see any of Carr's electric dunks today. He's got foul trouble.
Yes.
Akins fading off the front iron, and Angel one-handed rebound.
Part of the saving grace for Oregon in the first half was their three-point shooting. 10 of 19 from 3 in the first half, 0 for 5 here in the second.
Yeah, it has been a totally different ball game.
Prototypical, physical Michigan State team here in the second half.
The Spartans have not led in this game since it was 21-19, but they've got a chance to get that lead back here.
Got numbers if they can attack it. Man, I thought that basketball should have gone to Carson Cooper, number 15 in white. He would have been able to drive it and hit Kholer on the other side. Got to continue to get that basketball to that Big Ten area.
Shot clock at 5. Akins.
Nice.
With a right hand, no. Kholer, yes! And Michigan State regains the lead.
Finally healthy after being injured most of the year last year and playing that way. And now his ability to be able to change ends of the floor, his stamina's up. He's having an impactful year for the Spartans.
Izzo's amped. Everybody's amped here at the Breslin Center.
I'm amped too, buddy. Jaden Akins, number 3 in white, has done a masterful job in the second half of being aware of where Shellstad is and making his catches difficult. 0 points in the second half for Shellstad.
Can the Ducks stop this 11-0 run? Jadrian Tracy. High arcing fader, and he got it to go.
That's really good defense by Cohen Carr, but the extra arc by Tracy, good D, even better shot.
Senior transfer quiets the crowd for the moment. Wow, up and under for Jaden Akins.
When Michigan State has been able to get that ball to the Big Ten area, a lot of good things has happened for it offensively. Jaden Akins with a beautiful drive there.
Mitch Shellstad's been quiet this half. He gives it up here.
Look at that D by Jaden Akins.
Barthélemy, no. Kholer has 10 rebounds. Kholer calling for it, and he's fouled inside.
Push it, because when you have a team in the bonus that way, now all of a sudden they're a little bit, they can be a little bit softer on the defensive end because they're afraid to foul, and you can pick up some easy fouls and get to the foul line. Put points on the board without the clock moving.
Double-double for the junior Jaxon Kholer, 12 and 10. Shellstad kicks. Tracy fires. Cook had the rebound, but they're going to say he fouled to get it. And it is now a 16-2 run here in less than 5 minutes for Michigan State.
It's the power of the Longwood transfer. 3 years at Utah State. It's been a pleasant surprise. Athletic, can shoot it. Solid with the ball, high IQ, and brings a level of toughness to that front line of Michigan State.
And now he gives the Spartans their largest lead today.
Nice cut.
Inside Tracy. Whoa! Richardson with a rejection. Ducks keep it here with 17 to shoot.
Got to drive him.
Bamba attacking Zapawa. Now Shellstad. Flat. Knocked around. And knocked out. It will stay with Oregon.
The better teams that Tom Izzo has had, but the depth is real. 4 guys in double figures in scoring in this game.
Again, it's a team that was on a 13-game win streak. They did not lose in December or January, but then swept on the LA trip. Trying to get back on the balance beam. Bamba, late shot clock. They're going to have to put it up. Tracy does, and he airballed it.
Much more difficult matchup for Bamba when he's got Cohen Carr, 55, and White Gardner. Much better matchup for Michigan State.
Carr so athletic. Holloman, no. Battle for the board. They're going to call it TJ Bamba at the line. This is the front end. Knocked out. Well, the Ducks will keep it.
And from that angle, let's see who hit that. Yeah, that's off Kwame Evans. That should be Michigan State ball.
Biddle. Hook shot, no. Evans tried to keep it alive, but he could not. This has just been a different Spartan team since intermission.
Got to continue to attack that middle of the floor.
They try, but it's taken away by Biddle.
Got numbers if Bamba can see it.
What a pass. He did see it. Threaded the needle to Evans.
I love the communication between the two. Evans has got his hand up, and Bamba's looking straight at him, giving him eyes, and what a pass, man. He threaded the needle on that one. That was gorgeous.
And the trend continues. The Ducks have scored on all 12 Spartan turnovers today. But Holloman almost fell. He needs help here against Zapawa. Richardson into the shot clock. Drew the foul. And that is going to be the fourth.
And he knows it and is able to bump him just a little bit to create the contact and an opportunity for 2 free throws here. So I'm not only impressed by his skill set, I'm impressed by his IQ as well.
And he has a chance here to Jase Richardson to put up his best scoring performance of the season. Had 20 against Rutgers earlier this year. And now he's got 21. Well, we talked a lot about his dad, but Jase Richardson actually said, yeah, my dad helped my game, but my mom, Jackie, who coached him as a kid, actually really shaped his love for basketball.
Yeah, Jackie.
So
let's go, Mom.
We got to give Jackie some love.
Let's go, Jackie. Power, Mom.
Giving both their due today. What a kid they raised. Shellstad drives, and he draws the foul against Aiken. Well, you said it. Look, when this game started and Oregon was surging, it was because of the sophomore Shellstad. But Michigan State has kind of turned the water off on him here in the second half.
Yeah, much of that's been Jaden Akins. Jaden Akins is doing a nice job of not giving him any airspace. He's chasing them off ball screens. He's chasing them off screens.
Akins. Knocked down. Fiddler got it.
All of a sudden, Michigan State starting to flex its muscle on the offensive glass.
One of the best rebounding teams in the country. Oh, he may have traveled, no whistle.
Bamba got away with a little bit of a push inside, too, with his forearm.
Holloman goes to work. Every rebound is a battle.
Yep. Kwame Evans, forgive me, Jr. clearly had him wrapped up with that arm.
Just a brief rest for Jase Richardson. Tom Izzo knows, especially with Fears out today, Richardson can't sit over there long.
I wouldn't have given him any rest. Like, you're a freshman.
Like, you're a freshman.
You don't
Come
get
on.
tired.
Get back out
Let's
there,
go.
kid. Both drop for Cooper.
Got to get back to the pick and roll game with Shellstad involved to see if he can get a little separation. I also like Cook in the post with this group. Look at how Jaden Akins is hounding him.
Shellstad, though, is finding his way to the basket. Then out to Bamba. Bamba, shot fake, kick. Shellstad trying to free himself. You got to put it up. Oh, he's able to draw the foul against Zapawa, and he'll get 2.
Look, it's not a foul, but given what they have on the books with the foul, that's a cylinder call. He can't invade the cylinder of the offensive player. That's a good call by the official.
Tell you what, Tom Izzo's probably an eyelash from an ejection.
Yep.
Would be a story if he got ejected on the day that he tied Bob Knight for the Big Ten wins record.
He's doing a nice job of getting red-faced and then kind of go back to his more olive tone.
He also has a couple of keep-back guys over there.
He's olive tone right now. You know, he'll go red here in a second.
Maybe it would be fitting if he got ejected on the day he ties Bob Knight. Well, there's a foul as they continue to mount for both teams here in the second half. Richardson's big day continues. But again, for Tom Izzo, a chance to tie Bob Knight today with 353 Big Ten wins, but he and Dana Altman, they're dealing with a lot of foul trouble, especially Dana Altman's crew.
I don't know if I've seen so many players in foul trouble in any game, and I've been calling games for 16 years. That's amazing. Might as well throw our names on that too.
But especially here in the second half.
Yes.
There have already been 21 fouls since intermission. Now that Spartan lead has slowly grown to 8.
Yeah, with this group on the floor, Bartholomew, number 9 in black, he's got to be able to create some offense, and as you know, I love it when it goes to Cook.
But Cook kicks it back out to Tracy, almost threw it away. Now Angel trying to create. Good defense by Kholer.
Yes, got numbers.
Kholer screening for Richardson. Step back,
No, he
crossover, down the lane. Oh, hanging in the loop.
Oh my gosh.
Akins gets the foul. Got him with a body. Barthélemy.
Amazing.
Well, the other thing, LaFonso, is he's been out there the entire game. He hasn't turned the ball over one time.
That's impressive. Especially because he's seen man, he's seen zone, he's seen three-quarter court pressure. And that's the poise that we talked about with this kid. The poise, the IQ. I know the skills there, but it's been the latter two, the former two, that have been so impressive to me.
Certainly, though, Oregon is not done yet. Only down 8 with 4 minutes.
Attack this pressure to score.
It's been this man's show.
Yep.
Looking to create again. Yes.
I guess as the young people say today, that kid's on the heater.
And then some. Cook, left hand off the window. Cooper rebound. Starting to slip away from the Ducks.
Yep.
I think I know who's going to put this ball up.
Too much room.
Oh, I think the roof would have come off the Breslin Center.
It certainly would.
That would have given him 30. Here's Bamba.
Cook's got to get it.
He does.
Yep.
Powers his way in and draws the foul on Fiddler. And look for Oregon fans. This is a team that began the year 9-0.
Yep.
They're still a tournament team, great resume, but they lose here. That's 5 straight losses.
5 straight losses, and I thought they came out with a defensive edge today and played with great pace in the first half, doing a nice job of mixing up their zone and their man, which kind of took Michigan State out of their offensive flow. But then all of a sudden, Michigan State started to figure that out and attack that Big Ten area in the second half, and they've run away with this game.
It has just been total domination in the second half by Michigan State. 44-20 since intermission for the Spartans. Richardson by 29.
Regardless of who's guarding him, he's been able to score. There's been Biddle who switched out, Cook has switched out, Bamba's been on him. No matter who it is, he scored. He's been spectacular this afternoon.
This is the other Cook. First time we've seen Mookie Cook put up a shot today, and he gets it to go down.
And missed 7 games on the year. Struggled last year. Played in 5 games after missing the first 13 with an ankle injury. Re-aggravated and missed the rest of the season. Another former top 30 player in high school.
And they've got a lot of them on both sides of the ball. Richardson needs some help. Able to find Akins. Nobody opened the barn door, but they get the ball. Shot clock did not reset. Holloman, teardrop, and a long rebound to Richardson. It's been that kind of a half for Dana Altman and company.
It really has.
Knocked out by Shellstad.
Came out here in the second half, and Jaden Akins just shut his water completely off.
And Richardson there falling to the ground, but no foul. Yeah, Jackson Shellstad still does not have a field goal here since halftime. Bamba, though, right to the rim.
And as this team goes forward, Bamba's got to be that guy, that third guy that they need to bring some balance to their offense to take the pressure off Biddle and Shellstad.
Approaching the 1-minute mark. Michigan State.
He's staying in his area, and as that ball comes, look how quickly he's moving to it, moving his feet, and then when he gets it, goes underneath, keeps him in front. Now he chases the basketball down, and that's what Jaxon Kholer has seen all second half long, which is why he doesn't have a single field goal here in the second half. Now, the first half, he was able to find any
rhythm.
Oh, it was unbelievable. And it was because Michigan State didn't do that in the first half. But I guess that's why you make halftime adjustments, and their defense against him has been superb in the second half.
And the Spartans, folks, have made 16 straight free throws. They have been automatic at the line. They're up 10. And Oregon needs a miracle at this point. Almost a double dribble by Cook. And Biddle almost threw it away. Barthélemy. Weak side rebound, Holloman. And I don't think Oregon's going to bother fouling. And they're coming to their feet in East Lansing.
Michigan State, the quicker team to the basketball here in the second half, whether it be loose balls or offensive rebounds. They've been terrific.
They're going to push Oregon's losing streak to 5 games, longest in 11 years for the Ducks. Kholer, well, there's your exclamation mark. Oregon led by 14 at half, but the Spartans totally flipped the script. Michigan State wins it, and Tom Izzo ties Bob Knight for the most Big Ten wins in conference history.
I told my players that that's who you play for. Play for the players that played before you. Play for the fans. You play for the players with you. That was not a pretty first half. I don't really give a about the first half. But I do care about all of you. You've given me 30 great years. Make sure you thank those guys. Those guys have put banners in the ceiling. These guys are trying to put banners in the ceiling, okay? And I just want to thank each and every one of you, because we're not done yet now. So we're going to celebrate, though, tonight. I promise you, we are celebrating tonight.